Do you know what can make or break a video game?
DLC.
That, but good music. That is going to be the topic of today's Gaming in the Garage. We're doing a list.
You know, I got a list.
The top 5 video games with the best music.
You just made the list.
Oh, I am the Chivalrous Toaster here with...
Drake, because we're talking about music, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm here with the Dragon Warrior. We're actually doing a top 6, but top 6 doesn't sound very good, so we're going to go with top 5.
Because you're not hipster enough for top 6
Exactly.
yet.
So, we each picked 3. My first one is Shovel Knight. Now, most of these we can both input on whether or not they're really good. You've never played Shovel Knight, but it's really good. The music, it just, I don't know, it brings you back to the times when I didn't grow up. I was gonna say it brings you back to the times when BitTunes was or Chiptunes, whatever it's called, I don't know. When that was what was in music, or what was in video games, that was it. I didn't grow up in that times, but listening to, Mario and Mega Man and all these games that were NES games, it sounds very similar. It does sound, of course, the quality is better, but it does sound very similar, and it just goes really well with the game, and it, more than anything, is it just fits well, like each of the levels, the music fits really well with it, and I think it's almost as good as Mega Man's music. Almost. Not quite.
But not quite.
Yeah.
Close but no cigar.
I don't know if you like the chiptunes, but I really enjoy them, and Shovel Knight, I don't really listen to video game music, except for the 3 games that I put on this list. And this is the one that I probably listen to the most, because I think it's the most listenable just in everyday life.
Okay.
So that's number 6.
If you take a dump, you just put this on there and you feel
it's really good dump music.
Alright.
Drop that dookie. Alright, number 5. I put these in order. They're not really in any particular order, like of the best to worst, but I do think the one I put at number 1 is the best by far. Number 5 is Halo. I got music from Halo 3 and Halo Reach. Those why I did that is those are the 2 Halo games that I played. So that's the only music I would know. I actually didn't want to put Halo on the list. I didn't really like the music, but Dragon Warrior likes it, so Dragon,
I put Halo on the list because it's kind of a classic soundtrack. I guess, it's a fairly new game. It's one that I think made a classic. I can't tell you how many junior high and high school bands I sat through growing up as kids, and they played the Halo theme song. And so I got to hear it when I played games, and, the high school band would come by when I was in elementary school, or whatever, whatever the Halo song is.
That's good.
That was. I'm on hire, Bungie. You can hire me for the next Halo game. Actually. Whatever. You can hire me. I will do your Halo game soundtrack. But yeah, it's a classic soundtrack.
But to me, this just sounded like Gregorian chant.
It's basically like Catholic mass. Yeah.
Yeah. It bored me to death to listen to it.
Well, it's not number 1 though.
I had to click through a bunch of songs to find Halo Reach. I think had the better music because it was more interesting. But it's okay. And I never played the campaign, so I don't know how.
I only ever beat 3 in Reach.
So does the music enhance your gaming experience?
There's a couple of. I remember playing. I didn't beat the entire campaign, but I do remember one of the big battles in Halo 2, and the music got epic, and it was, the drums would beat, and a cannon would go off and stuff like that. So it was cool.
All right. So number 4 is Mario. Now, you're listening to Super Mario World music because Dragon Warrior didn't say anything specific for which Mario game, so I picked my favorite.
I picked Super Mario the same?
World. It is Super Mario World's a little bit different. I didn't put that one on there.
That's the Mario theme song.
Yeah, but I don't like doing that's the obvious Super Mario. It's like putting Zelda. The Zelda theme song. I was gonna do Sunshine, but
that was a good one. But the music was kind of weird.
I couldn't find the music.
It was all like
but it
island
fit.
music.
It fit though. That's the
But you're
thing
right.
that I think
It was a good game.
really works with Mario is, especially in like Super Mario World, how it's more upbeat, I think, than the other games. Like, it's really brightly colored until they got to like Super Mario World, like 3D World.
Yep.
Super Mario World was like is super bright colored, and the music just fits so well. When you go into the different areas, like Yoshi's Island has some awesome music. Donut Plains, I didn't figure this out until I replayed it. They're all named after like food and stuff. Like, it's like cookie, but I don't know. Mario has some great music, and I think it belonged on this list more than anything just because it's a classic. Like, everybody knows.
It is a classic one. For
everybody knows the Mario theme.
Just like Halo, though. I mean, honestly, you ask anybody anybody I grew up with, Halo is going to be the only game song they'll let you know. Pretty much.
So, we should break it to them now. Zelda's not on this list.
Sorry.
You can hate us in the comments.
Never really played Zelda.
I don't like Zelda. Everybody just clicked off.
Yeah, it was just...
What? No, Zelda, why quiet? So,
Unsubscribe.
number 3 is Mega Man. Specifically, Mega Man 2. I think Mega Man 2 has some of the best music, like Metal Man's theme song. I could listen to that on like repeat.
Is it?
Yeah. It sounds
Just
like
double
Slipknot.
bass? Yeah, it does.
Yeah. No, but it's like amazing. Each of the levels, like Crash Man, even though that's one of the worst Mega Man, that's like the most infuriating Mega Man level ever.
Is that
the
one that's
music
all in
is
dark?
so good.
It's like
No.
completely pitch black. That one sucked.
I don't know. I think it's the one where like the lines come across the bottom,
Oh,
and you have to like you have to go get like a pause ability from I think Flashman, and like that's the only way to beat it. But it's just all of the music in this game is so like fast paced, and it just goes really well with the combat style. And even like when you pick on one of the levels, the that even sounds really good. I found it, and I'll put that in there if I can instead of me doing it. But it just sounds so cool. Like, you hear that and you're like pumped because you're about to do something really awesome, or die a whole bunch of times, like me. Do you like the Mega Man music?
Yeah, it's good. I mean, I played the collection. I had the collection on the PS2. That was really cool, and it had some of the old school games. It's one of those ones that I wouldn't say is necessarily as recognizable as Mario or Zelda is classic old school music.
But if you like
it
talk
is
to people
really
that really like
recognizable.
video game music, I think it's rated higher.
It's really
For me at least,
recognizable.
it's way better than Mario. But maybe that's just because I enjoyed Mega Man more. Let's move on to your
My favorite video
Favorite.
game theme song of all time is...
Is it Uncharted?
It is Uncharted. I love Uncharted.
So, I found Uncharted 3 music. The intro music to that is really cool.
That's the theme song, and it's the
And-
best one ever.
Yeah. So I'll probably play that one first. But what I really like about
So
this game
cool, though.
is, or the Uncharted series in general, I guess, with the music, is it fits really well with like each set piece. They do a lot of set pieces in Uncharted. Each thing
sure.
has its own like really recognizable music. When like you're doing something really cool, like a huge action scene, you can hear the music in the background, and it's just making your experience that much better. I don't know if that's why you picked it, but that's what I like about the Uncharted
I
music.
think that I picked it mostly off of every time I've booted up the Uncharted games. That theme song greets you, and it just feels so epic. You're like, I'm in for a good time. And you always are with Uncharted. You always are.
Yeah. I don't know. My number one. What do you think it is? I told him every single one except for my number one. To see if
I think it's Dead Island.
yeah,
Voodoo,
it is.
your
Voodoo, you voodoo. No, it's Dark Souls. And
That's not surprising. That's not that surprising.
here's the thing.
That I could have
You
guessed that
can't
if I
argue.
thought about it.
There's
If I thought
no
about it.
video game with better music than Dark Souls.
Uncharted, but okay.
No. If you don't agree with me, you're dumb. No, I'm just kidding.
Voodoo, you voodoo.
It's the Dark Souls music is, I think, some of the best. Not only like video game music, but I can just listen to this.
It's definitely
It's
very
that good.
instantly recognizable.
Like
if you play the games.
Dark Souls 1, the Great Wolf Sif fight. The music to that is sad, especially after like Sif is limping around because you've damaged it so much, and the music makes you feel bad for what you did. Or like the Gwyn Lord of Cinder boss fight, the piano music that's just playing in the background. It makes your experience that much better. It does perfectly what the music in a video game is supposed to do.
Mm-hmm.
The memorable ones from Dark Souls 2, the Pursuer boss fight. You just watch this guy get dropped in, and he like his eyes turned red, and like these people just start. You can hear like a chant in the background, and then like these drums start, and it builds the tension up to the boss fight. Which up to that point, the only other boss fight you had was the Last Giant. And the Pursuer stepped that up a whole bunch, and the music just made that boss fight that much more tense. Or maybe the Looking Glass Knight, which is probably people's least favorite boss fight in the game. It's one of the
glass. Don't know. How
it's
much
another
time
challenging one. It was so intense. The music for that one, the Fume Knight music, all of the music in Dark Souls. There isn't a song that I've listened to in Dark Souls that I haven't liked. I'm not putting Bloodborne on here because I didn't play it that much, but I'm sure the music is great. I'm not putting Dark Souls 3 on here because I haven't played it as much.
So just the games that you didn't play.
Yeah.
But the games you did play.
Yeah. But no, I've played Dark Souls 3 and I've liked the
Okay.
music so far, but I haven't played any of like the really challenging boss fights, at least, I think. And though that's where the music
I think the Abyss
for
Watchers,
the Dark Souls.
Abyss Watchers had a pretty good one.
But come on. Dark Souls has the best music by far.
It doesn't be Who Do Your Voodoo, but okay.
No, it doesn't.
Who do you voodoo?
But
Inside your wives, get out of sight.
you know too much of that song.
Dude, I love that song.
So, those are our top 6 favorite or best music in
Worst,
video games.
Guest, best.
Yeah, I have
stuff.
trouble speaking. I'm retarded.
No, it's all good. Well,
Well, you can't say
respect.
that. Yeah.
You're respected.
No,
Thank
I'm
you.
not. But if you think we're utter buffoons for putting like Dark Souls
Yep.
on here and not putting Zelda at number 1 because I love Zelda
You're gonna get stabbed
and
through
Nintendo
YouTube.
is the favorite.
You were gonna get stabbed through YouTube.
Make your own list down in
Because
the
of that.
comments because I haven't played a lot of video games, and normally I play video games with like headphones on and I don't listen to the music. And by headphones I mean I'm listening to something else like a podcast or something. So
or something.
yeah, or something. So make your own list. I would love to hear some video games music that I need to listen to. I think that'd be interesting to hear. If you agree with us, I don't know, leave a like on the video, subscribe to our channel. That's the only thing that makes us feel better. Do you have any last sayings?
Uncharted is better.
No, it's not. Don't even fool yourself.